What is going on, you and Soup? It's your boy TruckerB, trucking it like always, trying to make this money, trying to make this dough, and it's another day trying to make this money. It's a Thursday. So, economic downturn, trucking bloodbath, companies closing. More on Trucking with TruckerB. This is your boy TruckerB, trucking it like always, trying to make this money, trying to make this dough. And we on Highway 22, headed up to Memphis, Tennessee. So, in this video, we're talking about economic downturn. 2 more trucking companies closing. And what does that mean as far as a lot more drivers being flushed into the industry looking for work? Plus, another company bought out another company to make a merger. So, what is going on, and what is it that people may think? What is the process of, as being a truck driver out here in the world? What are you supposed to think in this whole process? So, let's look at this economic downturn, shall we? So, people are still buying crap. You're going to the store buying stuff. This person over here is still buying stuff. This person told me, it was funny, it was kind of a funny joke, but somebody's wife right now is buying something on the internet that's going to have to be brought on a truck. It's going to have to be. So, as far as the economic downturn and freight going down and price and stuff going down, demand, all of that stuff, there's still a demand for stuff to be moved. Grocery stores still need their meat. They still need their sugar. They still need their apples and their bananas and their frivolous crap. As well as a lady that orders something from China that has to get put on a boat, that gets put on a boat, that gets put on a train, that gets put on a truck to get to that store or to that house so that they can get it. All of that stuff. So, there's always going to be stuff moving around. Now, as far as the cost of what it costs for us to take it, it's going to fluctuate. Fuel prices are up and down, things like that. If you got contracted freight, or if you're working in the spot market, whatever, stuff is still going to be moving around. Just to how much they're going to charge to have that product move from A to B. That's going to change. Now, if anybody watched the news lately, Donald Trump and China have come to an agreement on this trade war that's going on. What does that mean for us in the trucking industry? Well, simply put, that freight is about to pick up, because that trade war is going to be over, and that means a lot of stuff from China is going to start making its way through the pipeline, which is going to put the product back on trucks, and it's going to be an economic upturn. So, don't fret, don't be scared, don't worry. Even with the autonomous trucks coming down the pipe, they're still going to need truck drivers. They're still going to need us to haul their product all over the country, because that's what we do. We back up 2 doors and wait for them to unload us after hours of waiting. And then we got to worry about them lumbers that don't care about nothing. So now let's go to the next part. So, news yesterday that 2 more trucking companies shut their doors abruptly yesterday. Well, that was the news out of it. News from yesterday. So 91 drivers were left displaced, and another couple hundred drivers were displaced as well. So companies closing, shutting their doors abruptly, leaving drivers stranded. But then I did hear that the CEO was going to do his very best to help drivers get home. So that's a good thing. But with more and more companies closing before the end of the fiscal year, what is that meaning? It's just basically just meaning that a lot of companies were overspent. They overspent from last year's freight boom, and now it's catching up with them because they thought it was going to be consistent into this year, and they just didn't plan right. They just didn't budget themselves right. Not saying all of them, but most of them did. They were over leveraged. So what happens when they over leverage? They have to cut costs. You know, they may have to close doors. There was another company that one of these other YouTubers, I don't remember if it was Trucking Answers or Trucker's Coach, they have reported about it, so you can check them guys out if you haven't already. Talking about it was a financial group that bought a trucking company, and then they pretty much sucked them dry, and then they had to close. I think Trucking Answers was the one that did that. So he was the one that was talking about it. So a lot of stuff is just happening, or a day is happening, and it's quietly happening. You know, some is not so much quiet, but some is. Trade war coming to an end. The credit restraints on trucking, people being able to go out and get trucks, buy trucks, is going to get a little bit tighter coming up here. And there was another article that I read yesterday about investment firms and hedge funds. There was an article about Warren Buffett was sitting on like $122 billion in assets, worrying about stock market collapse. Just Business Insider article that I read. So it's a lot of things that you guys gotta just pay attention to and watch, because individually things like this do affect us. It just takes a while for it to hit us. But you know, it is what it is, guys. You know, I don't know everything. Just giving you some tidbits of information that I was reading upon yesterday while I was looking on the internet, Freight Waves, Truck Report, and then I watched Trucking Answers and Trucker's Coach because they give some valuable information. So, anyway, guys, the trucking bloodbath is coming to an end, subsiding, because coming into the holiday season and freight is supposed to pick up tremendously. So this is where us truck drivers try to make the most out of what we can to make the most money. But be safe out there, guys. Be blessed and less stressed. Keep that left door closed, that right foot down. Only when it's safe, guys. And like I always say, I will see you guys out there. Safe trucking. Until next time, I will holler at y'all later.